Hi and welcome to this Garden Gnome software screencast. This screencast is looking at what's new in 5.1 and our panoramic or 360 video support. Right, I've got a folder with a couple of files in. We've got a Pano and a 360 video. Right, so I'm going to open Pano2VR by dragging and dropping the Pano onto the dock icon to open Pano2VR. And the first thing I'm going to do is save the project file. There we go. Right, so that's that done, and I can take Pano2VR to full screen. Now you're asking yourself, why am I using a panorama if this is a 360 video? Well, our fallback position is that if the browser, because we use the native browser support to play the 360 video, if the browser cannot support the video, then the fallback position is to view the panorama. So this is the Pano. I'm going to just set a default view with that, just setting viewing parameters and set the default view. I'm now going to go back to properties, and under input video I'm going to click the open button and select the video. Now Pano2VR before 5.1 we always used to have to convert our video to a 3x2 cubic format to keep the video pixel perfect. With the advances in WebGL and browsers, we no longer need to do that, so we now support equirectangular video, which is what the likes of the theta outputs. So we can just bring this straight into Pano2VR now. So I'm going to open up that video, and to display it I'm going to add an HTML5 output and just publish this and open. So this is it. So this is the Pano. The video is obviously loading and you can hear the sound playing, and then that fades into the video. Here we go. Right, I'm just going to mute that. So this is the 360 video, and as I say, it's the equirectangular. We no longer need to convert to the 3x2. Right, okay, cool. What I want to do whilst we're here is just go to the control tab, because this is quite a cool thing to do, and add the projection items. Now this is actually covered in the what's new in projections, but this is actually quite cool to add to a 360 video. Because we can now right button click and cause projection changes. So what I can do now is right button click stereographic, which is the technical name for creating a little planet. So we can real time now as the video is playing change all the projections to fisheye, and yeah, go back to rectilinear and all sorts. Right, so that's all in the video and all in the player. Right, so let's open up Pano2VR then. I'm going to go to the skin editor. And just show you quickly that if I add a rectangle, I'm making that like a button, and what I'm going to do is just show you that mouse click media actions now obviously work with panoramas, but now they work with our 360 videos. So I'm going to play pause, I'm going to loop it, set the loop to 0. Loop 0 means it just loops forever. Loop 1 would mean it played one and stop, and the target is now video panorama. I'm going to click OK and save the skin. So I'm going to save that to desktop and in the project file and call it skin. Here we go. So now when I publish, we should have, he says, this now acting as our play pause button. So let's just wait for the video to show, and I can pause it and play again. So we've got some control over the video panorama. The other thing I want to show you is, again, it was covered in one of the what's new in version 5.1 videos for video pop-ups, but it's to add the seek bar. But I'm going to add the seek bar to the skin, and I'm going to anchor it bottom right hand side so it stays there, but I'm going to choose the media element video panorama. So this seek bar now can fast forward and rewind and control the video panorama as well. So let's click and publish, and out we go. So yeah, it starts playing. I can seek to a cool position straight away, and I can use the seek bar now. Of course, we've got the play pause, and of course with the media we can change the sound and stop the sound. So we've got an awful lot of video 360 video support. The last thing I want to show you, which is really cool, is the animator. The animator, would you believe, now does the video. So if I click and add the clip, if I press the play button or hit the space bar, you'll hear the video start to play, and we now support this in our animator. Now, Basically what this means is I can use this, I can produce the 360 video output, so I can turn it and rotate it, using it as auto rotate, so we get our viewers to see what we want them to see. Of course they can break into this at any point they wish, or we can have this as an animation output and output this as a static MPEG-4. It won't be interactive, but everything you're doing here in the animator, it will have it will show in the MPEG-4 video. Right, so what I'm going to do is scrub to a part of the video that I want to. So let's go to here, and just to show you, here is the projections. I'm going to add a stereographic or a little planet, so just move it forward a little bit. I'm going to manually add some keyframes. I'm just going to scrub forward a little bit more and just add a little planet, or change to the view whilst I'm in the stereographic to create my little planet. Add the keyframe. So if I just go back a bit and we hit the spacebar to play this, you can see I can do all these projection changes and yeah, all this cool stuff. Right, okay. I'm just going to add a few more bits to this. So let's get to there, add some keyframes. Let's change the projection to say fisheye, click OK, move that forward, that's it, and then I'm going to add some keyframes, whiz that forward to there, add some keyframes, and let's just see what that looks like. I'm doing this very, very quickly. Of course you would spend a lot more time and make it look far better than what I'm doing. So yeah, we can start playing. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to close this, and I'm going to now use what we've just done as auto rotate. So go to the auto rotation tab of the HTML5 output, select auto rotate. I'm going to get it to start after fully loaded, and I'm going to select the auto rotate rather than just spinning around in circles to use the animation. But because this is a 360 video and I want projection changes happening at certain points, I'm going to select this synchronize animation with video panorama. So that means that everything I'm doing here will be synchronized. Okay, so if we export this, open it up, what we should end up now with is our 360 video. When it opens up, we'll start to see all our funky projection changes. And yeah, we are now producing the 360 video, as I say, so we can make it look pretty cool. But as I say, the customer or the viewer can interrupt at any point and interact with it. There you go. That's what's new with 360 video, and thanks for watching.